Welcome back to Steins Gate. Sorry, it's been a bit longer than I said it was going to be, but not only did I have a 3 a.m. flight back, which tired me out so much, my luggage was delayed and it was a bit stressful. And then when I tried recording the next day, my recording equipment wasn't working. So that didn't go very well, but we're back with Steins Gate and I'm so excited to see what's happening next, especially now he has Karisu on his side, helping him out, and figuring out what they're going to do to try and save Mayuri, if they even can save Mayuri. So, let's see what they come up with. Let's go. Tell me what happened. I know you use the time leap machine.
Nani?
What? I look up in surprise. Karisu doesn't meet my stare. Instead, she leans on the guardrail and gazes down at the plaza with her usual frown. You get a phone call and suddenly you're like a different person. It was obvious. I came from 3 hours into the future. What happened? They killed Mayuri. I lower my head, trying to hold back the tears. Then I explain about Cern and Moeka, and about how Karisu herself activated the time leap machine and made this possible. I tell her about my previous leaps. I explain that the world itself wants Mayuri dead, that I can't save her no matter how I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight. During that time, Karisu hardly says a word. It's all my fault. Talking to Karisu lets me sort out everything I've done, everything I've seen. I shouldn't have told Daru to hack Cern. I shouldn't have asked you to build a time machine. I shouldn't have made Moeka a lab mem. Mayuri's death is all my fault. That's why I needed to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save Mayuri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet, my resolve has already crumbled.
If
you know that Mayuri's going to die, then what are you doing wasting time here? Karisu's tone is haughty. Is this how I sound when I'm playing Hoenn Kyoma? I just don't get it anymore. What don't you get? How to save Mayuri? Based on what you said, I guess the chronology protection conjecture is true. No matter what I do, Mayuri dies. And that's why you keep time leaping. There's no guarantee that the machine is safe, you know. Karisu lowers her gaze and cups her chin, as she often does when assessing a problem. Even if the machine works perfectly, repeated use may have serious side effects. For example, you may become disconnected from causality itself. You need to understand the risks if you're going to continue.
因果律から外れるとは
Disconnected from causality, meaning...
SF 小説によくあるでしょ。閉じた時間の輪の中で永遠にさまよい続けるってこと。永久に年は取らないけど永久に同じ日からは出られなくなる。
It happens all the time in sci-fi. You'll become trapped in a closed time loop, never aging, never dying, but doomed to repeat the same day for all eternity.
最悪の場合なかったことにされる可能性だってある。
Worst case, you may cease to exist. Entirely. Ooh, what did I do there? What?
存在の抹消。あんたの18年だか19年だかの人生の痕跡すべてをあらゆる人間が最初から知らなかったことにされるかも。
Every trace of your existence will vanish. Nobody will remember you because your life will have never happened.
時間を飛び越えることはそれだけ危険なのよ。
Leaping through time is that dangerous.
人間は根源的に時間的存在者である。
Humans are temporal beings. Risu looks surprised.
ハイデガーね。私も今その言葉を言おうと思ってた。
Heidegger. I was thinking of that quote too.
お前から教わった言葉だ。
I heard it from you first.
いつ？
When?
俺はもう何度もタイムリープしている。
This isn't the first time I've leaped.
なるほど。
Right, of course. Risu squats next to me, thinking deeply.
あんたの話が本当だったとしてマユリを助けたい気持ちは私だって同じよ。
If what you said is true, then I want to save Mayuri too.
でもタイムリープマシン制作に関わった人間の一人としてあれを何度も使うことは勧められない。
But as the co-creator of the time leap machine, I can't recommend its continued use.
あんたはそれでももがく？
Will you listen to my advice?
俺は
I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だからお前に助けを求めたんだ。
I need your help.
もがくためにマユリを助けるために。俺一人じゃダメだったがクリスの協力があれば何とかできるかもしれない。できると信じたい。
I have to save Mayuri. I can't do it alone, but together we might have a chance. I need to believe that.
力を貸してくれ。
Please, lend me your strength. Kurisu sighs.
無茶しやがってバカ。
Such a stubborn fool.
あんた壊れててもおかしくなかったんだからね。
What you've been through? I'm surprised it hasn't broken you already. Incredibly, she sounds concerned about me. She looks at me for a moment, then turns away as if embarrassed.
協力はする。
I'll help.
ただしあんたのために協力するわけじゃないから。
Anyway, I'm not doing this for you, okay?
全部マユリのためよ。
I'm doing it for Mayuri. I think she's also kind of maybe a little bit doing it for him. Just maybe.
当たり前だ。
Yeah, of course.
それにあんたを被験者にすればいいデータが取れそうだし。
That, and I think you'll make a good test subject.
それはつまりセルンの人体実験を肯定するということか。
Now you're talking like CERN.
全然違う。
It's completely different.
どこが？
How so?
被験者が岡部っていうところが。
I only experiment on you.
マッドサイエンティストとしては自分自身も平気で実験台にするんでしょ。何せマッドだし。
Besides, mad scientists experiment on themselves all the time, don't they?
そうだな。
I guess. I'm no longer afraid to time leap. I'll do anything to save Mayuri. I mean, he's time leaped however many times now. I'm not surprised he's no longer afraid of it.
冗談よ。本気にするな。
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Kurisu stands up and looks at her watch.
さて、もうあまり時間もないから、これからあたふたするより、もっとじっくり対策を練った方がいい。
There's not much time. I think you should have a clear plan before trying to change the future again.
つまり
Meaning?
今からもっと前の時間に飛んでおく。
Leap to an even earlier time.
そこで改めて私に事情を説明して。
Then explain the situation to me again. Kurisu's right. My actions so far have been almost entirely random, and look where that's gotten me. I need a real plan if I'm going to save my Yuri.
行こう。
Let's go. Kind of hard to figure out a plan to save someone though when they're, the way they've died each time has been so drastically different. Like there's one thing you can go, oh, I can prevent this from happening, but then, he's got something else he needs to prevent after that as well. It might just build up and up and up, especially if it's true that the world wants her dead, it's going to be very hard. Kurisu stretches out her hand. I grasp it and pull myself up. Mayuri and Daru were already back when we returned to the lab. Suzuha is there too. To get rid of them, Kurisu and I explained that we forgot to do the shopping, so could they please take care of it for us? I feel like that's a really bad excuse, like, oh, we went out shopping, but we forgot to do it. Oops, can you do it, guys? Like, they had one job. I have to cough up the money to convince them to go, but it works.
マユリ本人はともかく、橋田にも話さないの？
I understand why you can't tell Mayuri, but why can't you tell Hashida?
必要になったら話す。
I'll tell him when it's necessary. For now, it's not, and I don't have time to explain. While Kurisu sets up the machine, I head downstairs to the Brawn Tube workshop, kick the door open, and turn on the 42-inch CRT. That went more smoothly than I anticipated. It's highly illegal, of course, but I'll leap long before the cops get here. Kurisu looks shocked when I return to the lab.
住居侵入罪で逮捕されるわよ。
They'll throw you in the slammer for breaking and entering.
どうせ過去に戻れば今のはなかったことになる。
In a few seconds, it won't have happened. Kurisu hands me the headgear and I put it on.
そっか。あんたの主観じゃそうなるわけだ。
I see. That's how it looks from your perspective.
私の主観だとどうなるんだろう。あんたが飛んだ後、ここはどうなる？
What does it look like from my perspective? What happens here after you leap?
そのデータもすぐに取れる。
You'll know soon enough. My consciousness travels to the past. That I know from experience. Okay, so this is what confused me a while ago. Because with the D-mail, he seemed to shift world lines at the same point that the D-mail was received. Or sent, sorry. But with this, I don't know if he's shifting world lines or if his consciousness is actually traveling to the past, which is kind of time traveling. Like, actually time traveling compared to traveling through world lines, which I can never put into words that make sense. Like, he's not physically traveling, obviously his body isn't moving with him, but his consciousness and what he is aware of is going back in time. Which I think is the most important thing, like, as long as what you're aware of being back in time, that's basically time traveling, it wouldn't be much help if your body went back in time but your consciousness didn't. Like, the consciousness is the important thing. As well as the memories, of course. So he's kind of just time traveling. Like, the way you'd expect, except not with his body. I can't put it into words. Maybe you know what I mean. I know what I mean. Anyway. Keep going. But what about the body I leave behind? If time is a straight line, then it's likely that the present will be reconstructed based on my actions in the past. But if the many worlds interpretation holds, then after I leave, this world will continue on as if nothing happened. I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, but now I don't really care. All that matters is saving Mayuri. Kurisu's fingers stopped typing on the keyboard.
どうした？
What's wrong?
考えたら思考がループしちゃってた。
It's nothing. I was just thinking.
D メールのような状態になるかもしれない。
Maybe it works like a D-mail. The instant we send a D-mail, the present changes around us. Thanks to reading Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change.
その方が楽だけど悔しくもある。
That would make things easier, although I kind of hope you're wrong.
データを観測できないからか？
Because you can't collect data if you can't record the change?
そういうこと。
Exactly. Rusu nods and begins tinkering with the settings again.
転送先は5時間前にしておいた。つまり午後1時40分くらい。
I set the destination? Words. I set the destination to 5 hours ago. You should arrive around 1:40 p.m.
覚えてる？私がタイムリープマシーンを完成させたのは2時過ぎだった。
I completed the time leap machine just after 2. Do you remember? Barely. For Kurisu, that happened only 5 hours ago. For me, it feels like weeks. For me too, Okabe. Maybe it has been weeks. I think it definitely has for me.
時間にルーズな男は嫌われる。
Nobody likes a man who can't remember dates.
感謝しなさいよ。私は時計をよく見る癖があって、何時に何があったかは結構覚えてるの。
Be thankful that I make a habit of checking the time. I have a pretty good idea of what happened when. Kurisu finishes typing and turns to face me.
いい、岡部。タイムリープマシーンを使うなら、これだけは覚えておいて。
Listen, Okabe, if you're going to keep using the time leap machine, there's one thing you must
携
remember.
帯電話は絶対に手放さないこと。それはあんたの生命線、局所場指定のマーカーなの。
Don't let go of your phone. Ever. It's your lifeline, your destination marker. I mean, I feel like for most people in this day and age, they don't let go of their phone anyway. I mean, I don't.
それさえ持ち続けていれば、どの時間へも跳躍はできる。
As long as you keep it with you, you can leap to any time you want.
でももし手放してしまって誰かに使われたら。
But if you lose your phone, if someone else gets a hold of it, then if I leap to that time, my memories could overwrite theirs. I don't want to imagine what might happen next.
あるいは充電が切れたり壊されたりしたら。
If it breaks or the battery dies, then I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I can get a new phone with the same number, but there will still be a period of time to which I can never
タイ
leap.
ムリープは成功しない。
The time leap will fail.
だから絶対に携帯を手放しちゃダメ。
Once again, never let go of your phone.
了解だ。
Got it.
今日の昼間にタイムリープしたら、2時に私がマシンを完成させるまでは、あんたは特別なことはしてはいけない。
After you leap back to this afternoon, just sit tight and don't do anything until I complete the time leap machine.
これが完成しないと、きっとこの時間までの流れが大きく変わってしまう。
If you accidentally prevent me from completing the machine, it will likely wreak havoc with the timeline. And, you know, he won't be able to go back and save Mayuri if she dies again, if they've not got a time leap machine. I don't know if you can hear those birds, but they are being noisy.
完成したらすぐに実験はしないって宣言して全員解散させて。
As soon as I finish, declare that we will not experiment. Then send everyone home.
それから私に声をかけてくれればいい。未来から来たって言われれば多分私は信じる。
Ask me to stay. Tell me the truth. If you say you came from the future, I'll probably believe you.
なんでわかる？
How do you know?
私のことは私が一番よく知ってる。
Who knows me better than myself? Kurisu grins faintly and stands up after she's done typing.
そもそも電話レンジを改良してタイムリープマシンを作ったのは私なのだぜ。
Don't forget, it was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine.
さっきあんたからタイムリープしてきたって言われた時は自分の理論は間違ってなかったって思えた。成功してよかったって思えた。何の疑問もなくね。
When you told me about your time leap, I took it as proof that my theories were right. I was happy it succeeded, I really was. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. I see.
念のためにキーワードを決めておきましょう。
Just to be safe, I should probably give you a passphrase.
私の今一番欲しいものはマイフォークである。
What I want most right now is my own fork.
何？
What?
あ、いや、別に意味なんてないからな。
It doesn't mean anything, okay?
マイフォークが欲しいのか？
You want your own fork?
マイスプーンはもう持ってるからって、そこに興味持つな。
I already have my own spoon. Wait, that doesn't matter.
はいはい、準備できた。いつでも行ける。
Everything's ready. Now get out of here. I nod and call up the phone wave, name subject to change.
気をつけて。
Be careful. And remember,
私はいつだってあんたの味方よ。
I'm always on your side. Kurisu touches my shoulder, then steps away. And we're going back again. Okay, we're actually gonna leave it here. Because it feels like a good place to stop. The screen's even black, you know. It's a good point, considering how bad I normally am at picking the right moment. But yeah, we'll leave it there. See, you know, hopefully next time he might actually save Mayuri, because not only is he getting more time, he's going to get Kurisu involved from the start. Maybe some of the others, depending how things go. You know, I think Daru would be helpful. You know, get as many people in on this as they can. That's going to be, you know, more people to help, the better chance I think he has. But I guess we'll see. That was a lot of talking, but it was interesting, and it was so good to see them working together and Okabe actually letting someone help him, because before he was very much about, you know, he had his mad scientist persona, and it was much like, you know, I'm in charge, Kurisu's my assistant, and he's finally like, you know what, I need help. She's not an assistant, she's someone who can help me, which is nice to see. But yeah, we will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry about the wait for this video, but I hope you enjoy it. And I will see you next time.